Good morning friends. Today we are going to study about Standard 10 4.5 Joan of Arc. Here warming up activity is there. In that chit chat activity, discuss in your groups whether you would like to join armed force. Yes or no. Say why. Why not? Each one should give 2 to 3 reasons for their responses. Also discuss what areas of work are open for human and armed force in India. Here we can say, if I want to join armed force, yes, I would like to join armed force because it is my passion. It gives us an opportunity to save my country. It keeps physically and mentally fit. If I say no, why? Because I wouldn't like. I am not fit for that. I have decided some other career and I don't like to leave my parents or my family. Likewise, you can tell the answer. Now there is a third question, that is, what areas of work are open for women in armed force in India? Yes, definitely. All wings are open and armed force allows women as a junior officer and a senior officer. Likewise, you are going to tell the answer. Okay. Now, here related to Joan of Arc, another question is there. Discuss in groups or pairs and make a list of the weapons used in the old times and in the present times. Here, weapons used in past that we called as a sword, axe, spear, shield, likewise, and weapons used nowadays are rifles, machine guns, tankers, aircraft, submarines, chemical weapons, etc. we can say are using in nowadays. Now, come to the point, come to the story Joan of Arc. Here means फ्रान्सच्या अस्मितेचं प्रतीक असणारं असं हे जोन ऑफ आर्क. इन मराठी वी कॅन से हियर इज अ रायटर दॅट इज जॉर्ज बर्नार्ड शॉ 1856 to 1950. He was an Irish playwright and critic. He wrote more than 60 plays during his lifetime, including major works such as Men and Superman 1902, Pygmalion 1912 and Saint John 1923. He was the leading dramatist of his time. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925. Here is the writer's information and his lifestyle. He was related to that period of William Shakespeare. Okay, George Bernard Shaw write this play Joan of Arc. Before I am starting this act, I just want to say something background of this act. Here the war was fought between England and France from 1337 to 1453. It has come to be known as the 100 Years' War. Joan was a peasant girl born in eastern France who led the French army to several victories during this war. Now, page number 156, we are going to study that real act. First, I am going to talk with you about Joan of Arc. Before the curtain opened, what was the scene? That is most important. See, the play begins at the time when all the northern France and some parts of southwest were under foreign control. The English controlled some parts and the Burgundians controlled the others. The city of New Orleans, one of the few remaining French cities, was held by the English. The year is 1429. Captain Robert de Baudricourt, a military officer, is seated at the table and Stuart stands facing him. See, in this Joan of Arc play, there are 4 to 5 characters are there. In that first, that is Robert, the military officer, then Stuart, a person employed to look after, and third one, that is Joan, the main character, that was a lady girl, she as a heroine of the story, and last one, that is Pauline, one of the soldier who helped Joan. Okay, and some other characters are there, just like a Squire, Jack, John Godsave, Dick the Archer, John of Honcourt, and Julian. All these persons who Joan needed to free Orleans. Here is the war. What I am going to say? The act says that the war was between England and France. Robert, the captain, hesitated to meet Joan. Why? Because she was a girl and she was as a soldier also. That's why she wants to meet Robert. Why? Because she need all these persons. Which one? Squire Jack, John Godsave, Dick the Archer, John of Honcourt, and Julian. All she wants. For that, she is a bit of miracle, that we say. Okay? Pauline supports her, telling Robert that she is a bit of miracle. Joan is called before Robert and tries to frighten her about the might of the English army. Joan tells him the cause of French defeats and expresses her determination and courage to lead the French army, even with the help of a few soldiers and faithful friends. Last one, that is the act of the last scene, that is the captain agrees to send Joan to Chinon to meet Dauphin, the Prince of France, to get permission and all the needed to lead the France army. Here is the end of that story. Here is the end of that act, that we say. First, I am going to just read out this act. You see in your book, page number 156, 157, and go right away. Okay? Robert said, I told you, throw the girl out. You have 50 armed soldiers and dozens of strong servants to carry out my orders. Are they afraid of her? No, sir. We are afraid of you, but she puts courage in us. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. Perhaps you could frighten her, sir. Perhaps. Where is she now? Down in the courtyard, sir. Joan comes. Good morning, Captain Squire. You are to give me a horse and armor and some soldiers and send me to Dauphin. This girl is mad. Why didn't you tell me so? You blockhead. Sir, do not anger her. Give her what she wants. I shall send you back to your father with orders to put your under lock and key. You think you will, Squire? But it won't happen that way. You said you would not see me, but here I am. So, you are assuming that I will give you what you want? Yes, Squire. A horse will cost 16 francs. It is a big amount of money, but I can save it on the armor. I don't need beautiful armor made by my major. I can find a soldier's armor that will fit me all enough. I shall not want many soldiers. The Dauphin will give me all I need to free Orleans. To free Orleans? Yes, Squire. 3 men will be enough for you to send with me. Polly and Jack have promised to come with me. You mean Moinster? The Pauline? Yes, Squire Jack will come willingly. He is very kind gentleman and give me money to give the poor. I think John Godsave will come and Dick the Archer and their servants, John of Honcourt and Julian. There will be no trouble for you, Squire. I have arranged it all. You have only to give the order. Is this true about Monsieur de Poligny? Yes, sir. And about Monsieur de Metz too. They both want to go with her. Send Monsieur de Poligny to me, will you? Get out and wait in the yard. Right, Squire? Go with her, stay within call and keep your eye on her. I shall her up here again. She says you, Jack and Dick, have offered to go with her. What for? Do you take her crazy? Ideas of going to Dolphin seriously? This is something about her. It may be worth trying. Oh, come on, Polly. You must be out of your mind. What is wrong with it? The dolphin is in Chinon, like a rat in a corner, except that he won't fight. The English will take Orleans. He will not be able to stop them. He beat the English the years before last at Montagues. I was with him. But this time his men are cold and now he can't work miracle. And I tell you that nothing can save our side now but a miracle. Miracles are all right, Polly. The only difficulty about them is that they don't happen nowadays. I used to think so. I am not so sure now. There is something about her. I think the girl herself is a bit of a miracle. Anyhow, this is our last chance. Let's see what she can do. Oh, really? Think that? Is there anything else left for us to think? Let's take a chance. Her words have put fire into me. Oh, you are as mad as she is. We want a few mad people now. She, where the sane ones have landed us. I feel like a fool. Still, if you feel sure, yes, I feel sure enough to take her to Chinon unless you stop me. Do you think I ought to have another talk with her? Yes, Joan, come up. Be seated, Joan. What is your name? They always called me Jenny in Lorraine. Here in France, I am Joan. The soldiers called me the maid. How old are you? 17. So they tell me. I might be 19. I don't remember. I suppose you think raising a sage is as easy as chasing a cow out of the meadow. You think soldiering is anybody's job? I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. Have you ever seen English soldiers fighting? Have you ever seen them plundering, burning, turning the countryside into a desert? Have you heard no tale of their prince who is the devil himself or of the English king farmers? Now, Joan said, you do not understand, Squire. Our soldiers are always beaten because they are fighting only to save their skins. And the shortest way to save your skin is to run away. But I will teach them all to fight for France. Then they will drive the soldiers before them like sheep. You and Polly will live to see the day when there will not be a single English soldier on the soil of France. This may all be nonsense, Polly, but the troops might just be inspired by it through nothing that we say seems to put any fire into them. Even the dolphin might believe it. And if she can put some fire into him, she can put it into anybody. Now you listen to me and don't cut it before I have time to think. Your orders are that you are to go to Chinon under the escort of this gentleman and 3 of his friends. Oh, thank you, Squire. How is she to get into the royal presence? I don't know. How did she get into my presence? I will spend her to Chinon and she can say, I sent her. Then let come what may. I can do no more. And the dress? I may have a soldier's dress, squire. Take what you please. I wash my hands off it. Come, Polly. Goodbye. Old man, I am taking a big chance. Few other men would have done it. But as you say, there is something about her. Yes, there is something about her. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Here is the end of the act and here is the end of the story. Now, discussing with the play, we are going first in that what are the 5 miracles of Joan Arc. This is the main point of or the main theme of this play that written by George Bernard Shaw. 5 miracles of Joan of Arc. In that first miracle, that is Joan was simple. Many people who know Joan describe her as a being simple. In fact, one of the historians said she was ordinary, so simple that God can use the 17-year-old girl who couldn't read, who couldn't write, uneducated, could use her simplicity to lead an army to defeat their enemy. That is one of the miracle. And second miracle, that is Joan leads an army at the age of 17. She has a knowledge and expertise of military man of 20 or 30 years, and she was able to get all the men to stop swearing, to go to communion and confession every week and man completely. That was the second miracle. Now the third miracle, that was Joan battle sword. She said she need a sword for battle. That was Frenchman's sword from back 700 years ago. The man said that sword was legend and doesn't exist. She said no, go to the city, go to this church, go to behind, after dig up the sword, it will be covered in dust and there is to be 5 crosses on it. That is Lisa. They go to that place and dig up the sword and that sword she used to her battle. That is the miracle of third. Now miracle of fourth was, that is battle of Clarnes. She, prior to go to bed, she tells her commanders, if enemy gets closer, then wake her up. And then the voices came and she, your enemy has fallen upon your army. So she shoots a better bed matter than Ornest. She throws her armor and rides the horse to the battlefield. She saw her army in backing off. She ride in middle saying main fight for France, and they fight book and win the battle. She win the battle. That is the fourth miracle. And fifth one and last one, that is the trial of Joan in 1430. She is now 19 years old and she questioned by lawyers, politicians, where she answered their questions 3 weeks in the room. They say she answered her questions with such a wisdom and noise that the people who asking the questions were confounded by her. They say Joan's leadership was a success for 2 reasons. One, her charmina or miracles, and 2, second one, that is her conviction that she had been sent by God to fight. All these are 5 miracles. With the help of this Joan's miracle, the act was famous, Joan of Arc. Last of this session, I can say winning and losing is not important, but playing with a spirit is very important. Success is not always about winning, but being happy with participation and playing to fullest ability. If you find out the strength in you and push forward to work hard for yourself and for the team. I am sure you can do it a lot. Your negativity will leave and get in the habit of the doing things the right way in the game. Blaming others for not reaching your goal is pointless. It is your goal and you are the only one who can achieve it. Use the calibre and be champion and success will be yours. Likewise, the theme is here presenting as a Joan of Arc. Now you can understand what is the main theme of Joan of Arc. What is the setting of Joan of Arc? This setting, the period is 1429 and the location is Orleans. Means when the curtains opens, the stage or backstage as well as front stage is related that location. Orleans scene is there. Scene of given play, the city of New Orleans. Okay, all of understood, and here are the end of the part, that is we are taking 4 characters that we say in first, that Robert, Stuart, Joan, Polingi and other. Joan needed the free soldiers. 5 soldiers are there. Likewise, here is the end of the act. Thank you.